Thank you so much, Amrish sir, DME Noida, entire team over here, and the students who have today watched our films from the third edition of C2F2. We have shown them the award-winning films here, and they have had a great time in the last few hours. Today, we have with us one of the filmmakers, uh, Santoshi Mishra. She has directed the film called Lal Pari, depicting the state transport of Maharashtra, and really how it has impacted the locals, rural area of the Maharashtra, etc. I think we'll speak with her now. What inspired her about making this film, and then students here may have some questions. They can ask questions, and we'll be happy to hear from her on their queries. Yeah. So, Santoshi ji, I think my question is very simple, small question. What
Yeah,
inspired you to make this film? Let's start with this first, and then we'll give the question floor to students over
sure.
here. Please.
Thank you, C2F2, and thank you, Praveen ji, for bringing this film to the students. Um, what inspired me, there was last year when we are talking about 21, there was a strike in Maharashtra. The state transport bus, the one which are seen in the red. Now you know what is the red. I don't have to mention the red is lal here. So it was more than Diwali somewhere. It started with the some resentment in the employees that government is not adhering to their issues, and the strangely first time in the history this more than 100 days this strike continued. So basically, originally, I'm a journalist, so I was just talking with the just talking with the people, and then someone told me that students are facing the problem. I was really very surprised because being a typically Mumbaikar, you really do not understand what is exactly at one end there is a problem. So I connected with the teacher in Satara, one Mr. Kumbhar, and he mentioned that the girl students are not coming to the school because this Lal Pari is not operating. So this was the thing which actually I was taken aback that this simply a Lal Dabba bus, which you are seeing on the screen coming, going here and there, can actually impact so much. So I started working. I mean, eventually I completed the writing part of the story. And I thought I met Mr. Kumar. I started doing the research. Then I understood that in Maharashtra, rural Maharashtra, when we are specifically talking, girls dropout, school dropout has zeroed down, almost minimal. It's only because of the ST buses. Then it is impacting the whole of the economy part. So about uh, you know 4 or 5 months, my research was completed, and this way I thought this thing should reach to the people, and here it comes as Lal Pari.
Thank you. Thank you, Santoshi ji. We have questions for you. I think, please, students who would like to ask any question, raise your hand and we'll have the mic reaching you.
Hi, ma'am. I'm Sajal Mishra. I wanted to
Hi,
know
Sajal.
what are the challenges you faced while shooting this movie?
So, Maharashtra, I mean, although I am from Maharashtra, but Maharashtra is not just Mumbai. So, this was the first challenge, that Maharashtra doesn't mean Mumbai, that you sit in a train from A place to B place and you reach. Maharashtra is really a difficult region, that you have a vast sea, then you have the Sahyadri region, then you have the topography is every I mean 25 miles or maybe even 100. I'm saying 25 miles because looking at now present scenario, technology wise, but it's changed. So I saw Maharashtra. I could see Maharashtra. That was one thing. And when we were on the Ghat section where you see Mel Ghat area, it was raining. We were shooting last year. It was raining very heavily. There was no light, no things for the camera. We took a shelter in forest zone, and there was no light. And next day we were to shoot, and the forest person, the forest guard tells us, like, we are not sure that whether there will be an electricity. It's not, sometimes it's not there. So one of the thing is that the basic problem which people face there, for us in living in Mumbai, was a problem. Then uh, talking with the people, making them, people understand that what is like, people are very innocent. When you go for to make a movie, people are very innocent. For them, it's a bus, na. So what is such a big deal about it? What are you talking? Like, go, get lost. Women who were carrying the toplis with the fish and all that in Konkan area, they were like, भाग जाओ, we don't want to talk with you. What is such a big thing? Matlab, my mother's mother has been traveling in this lal dibba. Acha, they call it lal dibba. I mean, and with love, they call it as lal pari. So, ye to matlab, just, shoe kind of a thing. And then I realized that, see, it is such a, like, every word, because you're a student. So I must say that when we say ST has become the pulse, the lifeline of Maharashtra, that brings out to that what we had seen there. It's how it's woven, interwoven with each other. You see one lady, she is carrying that milk and all that to the city and making that khoa and all that mawa. So for her, I mean, it's a common thing, like, it's a very simple thing. Oh, am I running an economy? Acha. So imagine the kind of the easy things. Sometimes we say difficult things are, you know, very difficult things. You say that people, you face this problem, there was a cyclone or something. No, there wasn't anything other than the topographical issues, that reaching on the Ghat section, reaching when it's raining, then there is a suddenly some sort of a climate change. When you're shooting, you don't get food and all that. Other than that, it was such a simple thing that people were, I mean, अच्छा इसके बारे में बात करना चाहिए क्या? Like, for them it was a very casual thing. So that was the challenge, to talk with the girl. And like, there was a girl, I must mention, uh, Sejal, am I getting your correct name? So there was a girl, she had come first time from her native place to get the pass, the season pass with which she can travel free in the ST bus, Lal Pari. She was sitting and crying in the bus depot, bus stand. My crew came and told that, Madam, jaldi chalo, there is some girl, I think so, she's lost and you have to see. I went and I was talking, she was not ready to talk. I was like, Ki, what has happened? Have you lost way or something? Got water from somebody? Then her friend came and saying that she came first time to this city, Amravati, and she has got her season pass. Now she can come to the city and study. Trust me, I tried at least 15 minutes. She was crying, I mean, and she just kept on crying. And I told her, Ki, can you talk on camera? She couldn't, she started crying. So this was the challenge, that it is such a simple thing, but you couldn't get her, on screen. So simple things are difficult. Those were the challenges. I hope I replied to you.
ऑन हो गया या हेलो मैम
Hi.
मेरा नाम तन्वी है
Hi, Tanvi.
एंड फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मुझे आपकी जो फिल्म है लाल परी वो बहुत ज्यादा बेहतरीन लगी द कैमरा वर्क द सिनेमाटोग्राफी एंड द वे इट प्रेजेंटेड द नेचर बहुत ज्यादा ब्रिलियंट लगा स्पेशली जिस तरह से आपने सनलाइट और ग्रीनरी से फ्रेम्स को ब्यूटीफुल बनाया वो बहुत ज्यादा अच्छा था
Thank you, Tanvi. Thank you.
सो मेरा क्वेश्चन था नेचर में शूटिंग करने का एक्सपीरियंस कैसा था मतलब बिकॉज मैं भी मानती हूँ कि सेट पे शूटिंग करने से ज्यादा अच्छा नेचुरल शूटिंग करना बेटर होता है सो व्हाट आर योर थॉट्स ओपिनियंस एंड एडवाइजेस
So very interesting question. मतलब वो ऐसे रहता ना कि जब आप प्लान करते हैं फिल्म के लिए, तो आपको लगता है आप मुंबई से एक ट्रेन पकड़ेंगे, आप नंदुरबार के लिए जाएंगे और नंदुरबार उतरेंगे। नंदुरबार क्रिटिकल डिस्ट्रिक्ट है महाराष्ट्र का। नंदुरबार एंड धुले, दे आर द क्रिटिकल डिस्ट्रिक्ट। एनी स्कीम इन द गवर्नमेंट आर यूजुअली launched in the critical district because they lack many kind of the things, facilities and all that. The development is still very difficult on the near stage. Malnutrition is the basic thing. So once you reach at the place called Nandurbar, you feel you will get up, you have reached, and you will start shooting. It's really not like that. You have to, like, you reach to capture, everyone is in love with the sun. So you want to capture sun. So I was really very clear. It was clear in my mind, Tanvi, कि मुझे सन के पीछे नहीं भागना है। और काम जो है ना वो शेड्यूल में किस तरह से करना है, जो आपको मैं बैक हैंड पे बता रही हूँ कि आपके पास है ना बैक हैंड पे आपका होमवर्क होना चाहिए कि आप यहाँ पे जाएंगे, इन लोगों से बात करेंगे। आप लोकेशन पे निकलने के पहले बोलेंगे कि भाई मैं आई हैव रीच्ड, एंड यू प्लान एवरीथिंग। सो दैट इज वन ऑफ द थिंग वेयर you connect with the people, local people there. So nature is, yes, changing every time. When you look at Nandurbar and Dhule district, when you see at one stage where the bus driver is talking, he did not stop for us. The bus was, it was difficult for bus to go. The same place further we went, and vehicle got, punctured. We couldn't move. So the bus, and then it took a long time. So वहां पे जाने के बाद, despite you have done lot of homework, lot of things, you start taking up call according to the nature. You start understanding that, because here on Google Map, when you see, तो वहां पे दिखाएगा कि Nandurbar will be having, pleasant weather, this and that, which is not the case. Like Melghat, it will show you like, very pleasant thing. And once you reach there, you find that difficulty in finding the लाइट, नेचुरल लाइट आपको मिल रहा है। तो नेचुरल लाइट के बाद जब आप अच्छा अगर शूट ही नहीं किया, आप एडिट टेबल के ऊपर क्या लेके जाएंगे? तो वी इंश्योर्ड दैट वी डिड नॉट लीव तन्वी द लोकेशन टिल वी एक्चुअली dump it. Dump is the word we use in while doing the work. We put it in our laptop, in our system, and we scroll the things. We see ki what have we missed out, matlab we are not in a hurry, because documentary is really difficult. It is not cinema. It is really not cinema that you are sitting and then artist will come and will start. I am just two documentaries old, but trust me, I think that the way Praveen ji has reached to you, he has seen many documentaries through his festival. Trust me, it's not easy to, plan anything. Everything becomes unplanned. You know people, it's not, the climate is good, but suddenly the wind starts, changing. Even when we were shooting at Mumbai Central for ST Depot. They have a big office at Mumbai Central. The sun was so high, we couldn't get a proper thing. It took us nearly 3, 4 days to get a proper shoot of ST Depot, the big office where they have in Mumbai Central area. So you start, मतलब इफ यू जैसे आपने पूछा कि क्या गाइड करना है, तो आपको पेपर वर्क करना है। और जब आप नेचर में जाते हैं तो बहुत सारा फ्रीडम आपके सिनेमाटोग्राफर के साथ रहता है। जैसे हमारे साथ मकरन मराठे थे, और ड्रोन के जो हमने शॉट्स लिए, वी वेटेड, वी वर नॉट इन अ हरी कि यहाँ से भागना है। वी वेटेड कि प्रॉपर हो जाए, उसके बाद उसको चेक कर लें कि कैसे है, कहाँ पे लाइट कम है, कहाँ पे लाइट ज्यादा है। बिकॉज स्टूडियो में यू कांट डू मेकअप, लाइक यू कांट डू मच ऑफ द मेकअप इन स्टूडियो, it's very difficult. So I would say, Tanvi, when you are planning anything, there has to be a homework done. Whatever you will check on the Google, and if you see that कि मुझे 3 दिन लगने वाला है ये शूट करने के लिए, तो आप 2 दिन एक्स्ट्रा रखिए हाथ में, ये सोच के कि ये 2 दिन में अगर मेरा ऊपर नीचे कुछ हुआ, आई एम हियर, फ्रॉम सम 1,000 kilometers you have gone to the extreme last district of Maharashtra, where you have reached now to Gujarat border. You want to see that everything has come accord, and then you can further plan, because once you have moved from Nandurbar, now you are in Dhule, things will be different. You will not find the topography same as it was in Nandurbar. So that is why when I started telling you experience, I said that Maharashtra is very different state itself. It has a different topography overall. So I would say that whenever you plan with nature, nature lets you understand everything. Wait for some time, understand it, try and understand, absorb the things, absorb the light. Don't just start, put your camera and start shooting. Do not be in a hurry. कहीं जल्दी बंद करके नहीं जाना है. You have to wait for some time.
Thank you, Santoshi ji. Before
Sir.
you have another question, let me ask you one question which I always ask every filmmaker in this kind of sessions. The documentary we see is 20 minutes, 23 minutes. How long is the raw footage for the 12 hours of recording? They must know, because they're studying filmmaking, and they will know when they want to go and make a documentary. That's what they will go through. Yeah. So please tell us that, and then if there's any other question, we'll take that, or else move to the next filmmaker, depending on.
So I'll tell you, I mean, I'm just telling you how it started. We started shooting before Ganpati, because Ganpati is the first where the from Mumbai people start taking going by Lal Pari. So we started then, and edit. I mean, since we were looking at it, and edit we started in November and all that, कि थोड़ा सा line up कर ले, and we had to take that buses moving and all that. Trust me that it's nothing less than 75 hours. Like, the buses moving, you had to wait. When you see in the last shot, buses going one by one, one by one. We were standing at Mumbai Express Highway, and from morning, like dawn time at around 4 o'clock, before that, we were standing and camera was on. That let the buses go. Till 11 and 11:30 we continued. Again we came back, and again we started, and then we realized like why these hours are important. Again, when we realized that we missed Shiv Shahi bus. There is a category in the bus. They have Shivneri, so similar, which is an AC bus. Then similarly they have Shiv Shahi. Shiv Shahi was missing. So we went on the top where Amritanjan, that Lonavla place. where there is that bridge is being dismantled now in the recent past. So we stayed there for entire day. The camera was on. Now when you just battery is going and when you just remove it, you see that Shivshai is gone, you know. And then you realize you have got that city thing you have not got in the rural area. Then again you pack your bag. Again you decide this time I'll go by ST, and again you start shooting. So yes, there is some 70 to 70 to these hours the shooting is there, because you have to do a lot of things. You cannot plan many things, like, so
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's the hard work which goes behind creating a documentary. Just imagine 23 minutes of viewing over here. It actually has 75 hours of recording, and then how carefully you would choose the footage from that and bring in. Okay, we have two more students asking some questions. Can we
yeah,
please?
please.
Yeah.
Hello, ma'am. My name is Shiksha. And
Hi,
my question
Shiksha.
is when we make these kind of films on social issues, we heard that there were a lot of political pressure, or we can say officers that don't want to show the reality. Maybe there was some development issue, infrastructure issue, or maybe for the bus, it can be like schedule. So, were there any constraints for you? Like you have to show these things and you can't show these.
So this documentary is not done by MSRTC. This is not they are not the one who has done this documentary. Documentary is done by me. I felt uh, during this particularly strike thing, I realized that the drivers and conductors have their own issues, like, going on a ghat, working 8 hours, 10 hours, and not getting sufficient amount of place also. So that's a different subject altogether. This was the subject. I mean, that subject can be touched. Maybe next documentary can talk about it. But I felt this documentary is for the people. Imagine that the kind of the connection people have with this, that there you see that international artist, there is a Prakash ji is seen, and he still has vehicle, I mean, he has SUV. He still carries his paintings by ST bus. I thought this is about people. So, it was, as I said, replied earlier, it was difficult to get convinced people, you know, talk about it, tell about their experience. Be then when we started working with, like, we had to take permission from ST, State Transport Department. So they were like, "Aap kya karne wale ho?" Typically, are you going to do against us or something? I said, not against or something. I would not give you a commitment, but we want to shoot, we want to shoot your depots. We are making a documentary. So you had to give them a line, to seek a permission. You had to give them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's why I gave a special thank to the MD, Mr. Shekhar Channe, that he said one line. He said, I trust in you. Even if you will put negative, I believe that you will justify in the documentary. So that kind of a thing, when you start, you have a ground reality check. You start getting support from the people. It's not easy for the drivers also. You have seen drivers talking. It was so difficult for me to tell the driver, भाई आप अपना एक्सपीरियंस बताइए. बोला, मैडम आप बताओ ना मुझे क्या बात करना है. So this is not a film that I should tell. They were stopping, like, this driver is not able to talk, that driver is not able to talk. So they do not know. So the problem is that they are being not communicating with the people. Their life, they are very raw people. So the problems, and you can't tell somebody sitting at the senior level, telling that driver, भाई आप driver को बोलो बात करने के लिए. Yes, there was a problem. I must tell you, because every time you people are asking, and I was just trying to bypass that thing. So when we were shooting, there was, like, typically push and all that. Typically, what are you doing, what is driver is talking, because recent past only they had this strike. which continued for more than 100 days. So people were coming, listening to us. What are you doing? Are you recording? What are the things you are recording? Show us the recording. So typically, these things, I suppose, uh, you face. And when you face, you start getting, understanding, and you tackle the things as it, like I got one. I mean, I must tell you, I got in Amravati only, Melghat area, there was a NRI getting off the Lal Pari. Now, this is, imagine such a beautiful shot you would have had in the film. Now we had his foot and everything. When he comes, pulse moved. Now I rushed, like I talked with this fellow. He was not ready. His wife was not ready to talk. I rushed to the depot manager कि भाई वो बस से जो आया है ना उसको जल्दी से आके बात कराओ. He said, how can I talk? Like, how can I go and tell some passenger? I said, nah, he's your such a, must be your traveler and all that, because his luggage was coming. He refused to talk. So they don't interfere. So the basically you have to crack when you are on field. You have to crack your deals that way. If you're facing a difficulty, like one of the officer was, you record me, you record me. I want to say everything, what I face, the problem here, coming here. I'm in this kind of a Satara kind of a place where depot, no one is coming, attending me. I don't get reliever. You have to listen to him. You have to record. So 70 and 72 hours में वो फालतू वाला भी recording रहता है, because your story, you as a director know that your film is about the people. It's not about the ST employees. It's not about the ST staff. For that, journalists and media people are writing what are their problems. So I have tried showing how the bus is a local bus, which when you see from outside looks very dirty. It's very, looks, like horrible, not AC and something like that. But then also how it's running the rural economy for 75 years. I felt that should be that should be shown. So my direct, not so much strain I faced with the officials. That was one of the things.
Thank you, Santoshi ji. That was a good insight, and I think you were able to answer all the questions beautifully to the students over here. I think it's time now to move to our next guest. We have Shobham ji with us, who's directed a film called Moving Strings. Beautiful film. All of us enjoyed who are here. It's a beautiful
Thank
film.
you so much for inviting me for this
Maksad and
discussion.
Manjil. So we are really happy to go through your film. We'll have some questions here. Let me just give the question. I mean, maybe I can ask you one small question, that what was your inspiration to make this film? You can answer shortly, and then I will let the students over here ask you questions, and
Yeah.
then we'll take it forward.
So, the inspiration is still there because currently I am also working in a corporate job, and like in working in corporate job, you don't find the time for yourself, the things you enjoy for your things. So that was my inspiration to make this film. Like it was my student film when I was studying in NID, but uh, the inspiration was coming from here. There, you can't find your time because right now I have to go and attend another corporate meeting after this.
So questions, any questions here with side?
तो सर
Hi, Tanvi.
यस सर. सर मूविंग स्ट्रिंग्स जो अभी शॉर्ट फिल्म आपकी हमने देखी बहुत ज्यादा ब्रिलियंट थी. इसमें सिंबोलिज्म, सिनेमाटोग्राफी, लाइटिंग, ये इनकी सबसे अच्छी चीजें हैं. तो
Thank you.
या थैंक यू. एंड मैं भी फिल्म्स बनाना चाहती हूँ, और सिंबोलिज्म की जो टेक्निक है वो काफी अच्छी लगती है मुझे, कि छोटे सिंबल से या फिर छोटी बातों से बड़ी बातें कहना. तो क्या बता सकते हैं कि सिंबोलिज्म यूज करने का सबसे अच्छा तरीका क्या है? किन किन चीजों में सिंबोलिज्म बहुत इफेक्टिव हो सकता है?
To be honest, like I use it as a metaphor, not a symbolism.
Metaphor,
But
symbolism. I
yeah,
want
yeah,
to learn both.
yeah. So you can like place it in your film, like the things you have to say in 10 words. You can make that statement in only one word. सो ऐसे सिंबोलिज्म आपको ढूंढना पड़ता है हर एक चीज में, जहाँ पे आप उसको एम्फोसाइज कर सकते हैं कि ये चीजें मैं कहना चाहता हूँ, बट मेरे पास बहुत कम टाइम है और मेरे को बहुत कम टाइम में ये चीजें कहनी है। तो इस टाइम पे आपको एक सिंबल, मतलब एक अलग अलग चीजों का इस्तेमाल करके, विजुअल्स का इस्तेमाल करके वो सिनेरियो क्रिएट करना होता है। तो वो मेटाफरिकली बहुत अच्छा जा सकता है। जैसे इस फिल्म में मैंने पपेट्स का यूज किया है, जो लाइक में डिपेक्ट करता है थोड़ा बहुत कि कॉर्पोरेट जॉब्स में काम करने वाले लोगों को।
आंसर एक और चीज कहनी थी, दैट इस शॉर्ट फिल्म के एंड में वो क्लासिकल सॉन्ग जो आपने तमिल में यूज किया था एज वेल एज द भरतनाट्यम, वो भी एक बहुत अच्छा तरीका था चीज को प्रेजेंट करने का। सो द भरतनाट्यम पार्ट वाज आल्सो ग्रेट।
थैंक यू सो मच।
Hello, sir. I am
हेलो,
Vinayak.
हाय
Sir,
विनय।
sir, I noticed there were many references of the movie Tamasha. So,
यस,
was Imtiaz Ali an inspiration for you in making this movie?
yes, Imtiaz Ali is my Bollywood's favorite director, one of my Bollywood favorite director, and I took a lot of inspiration from film Tamasha, because the lighting scheme and all, so that came from that film only, the characters and all. And it's okay, as a film student you can take inspiration from big filmmakers and try to make films like them as a student.
Hello, my name is Ridhima.
Hi Ridhima.
What was the interesting thing in this film जो आप डालना चाहते थे आप डाल नहीं पाए, and during the shoot आपके साथ क्या क्या interesting चीजें हुई, if you can share.
So during the shoot, first of all, this shoot, we have to shoot this film in 3 days. हमारा NID के slots निकलते हैं। हम लोगों के टाइम टेबल बनता है कि who is going first on these dates and all. So मेरा फर्स्ट निकल गया, और मैंने फर्स्ट चूज कर लिया एक्चुअली, बिकॉज मेरा वेडिंग भी था नेक्स्ट 5 days में। आफ्टर द शूटिंग नेक्स्ट 5 day आई एम गेटिंग मैरिड। So that preparation is also going side by side, and I'm preparing for this film because I have to finish the shoot in this particular slot allotted by the college. So उस दौरान I can't I wanted to write more drafts for this film, but I couldn't because of the time limit. This is my only second, yeah, first draft mostly. So the writing part I want कि I मुझे अच्छा करना चाहिए था, और उस टाइम पे जो मैं कर नहीं पाया टाइम कंस्ट्रेंट के हिसाब से, और बहुत सारी चीजें।
One more questions we have for you.
My name is Shubhi. सर जो आपने
Hi.
थीम दिया है, इट्स नॉट अबाउट डेस्टिनेशन, इट्स अबाउट जर्नी। ये आपकी लाइफ से रिलेटेड है? आपको आइडिया क्या आया?
ये तो मेरे लाइफ से ही अभी चल रहा है, बिकॉज आफ्टर पासिंग फ्रॉम NID I am currently working in corporate world, and ये ऐसा है कि हमको कभी कभी कुछ चीजें कॉम्प्रोमाइज करनी पड़ती है हमारे लाइफ में, जो हमें करनी होती है। तो इट्स लाइक कि हम तो जो करना है वो तो हम इन द लास्ट कर लेंगे, बट जो उसकी जर्नी है वो उस तक पहुंचने की, वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होती है, जहाँ पे आप अलग अलग चीजें सीख लेते हो। तो या दैट्स द थिंग कि ये थोड़ा बहुत खुद से ही इंस्पायर्ड था कि बहुत सारी चीजें करने के बाद आपको पता चलता है कि आपको क्या करना है। जैसे मैंने पहले इंजीनियरिंग की, इंजीनियरिंग करने के बाद मुझे पता चला कि मेरे को इंजीनियरिंग नहीं करनी थी, मेरे को फिल्म मेकिंग करनी है। तो द जर्नी इज इम्पोर्टेंट।
थैंक यू शुभम जी। एक्चुअली आपकी जो कहानी है ना, ये मेरी लाइफ से भी रिलेटेड है। आई बेसिकली रन अ पीआर एजेंसी, मेरा अलग बिजनेस है, वो ब्रेड एंड बटर है। और जो ये फिल्म फेस्टिवल्स हैं, दिस इज ऑल प्रोजेक्ट्स ऑफ पैशन। सो आई केम इनटू इट एक्सीडेंटली एंड आई एम परफॉर्मिंग, एंड प्रॉब्ली दिस इज समथिंग व्हिच इज अ स्टोरी ऑफ ऑल ऑफ अस ओवर हियर। हर एक आदमी के यहाँ जो बैठे हैं, उनके जीवन में कोई ना कोई ऐसा चीज है, इस तरह की कहानी है। एंड आई थिंक ऑल ऑफ अस शुड एक्सप्लोर आवर पैशन। Work will happen, careers will be made, life will have its own journey, but there's something, purpose, some purpose that you will have, which if you pursue, some passion you pursue, I think that's what will make your life journey complete. So it's destination doesn't matter, it's the journey that matters. I think with that lines, I can end the conversation here. And thank you,
Thank you so
Shubham
much.
ji. Thank you,
Yes.
Santoshi ji.
Is there any
For
technical question related to sound or audiography?
yes, if
My
it is
sound
there,
guy is
we'll
also
be
in
happy.
this meeting,
Please.
so you can ask the question to him.
Hi, everyone.
Aye. Why don't you tell us
Um,
some of your experience about the film and how the technical side? Share some insights how you went through it. What the things that you had looked specifically, which is different from the traditional filmmaking, right? Please.
um, so basically, this project of ours, it was very challenging to do, and also it had a it had a very strong point that the team, whoever was working on the film, it was a very technical team. Like everyone was trained professionally in the work they were trying to do, and specifically the sound part and all the technical things that went behind them were actually very straightforward. It was the conventional way that we did it in. We tried to use some abstract elements into it. Like there was a touch of surrealism that went into the film. We tried to achieve it a little bit, but then again, nothing is ever perfect. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Thank you. Thank you, Tushar ji. So once again, I thank everybody, Tushar ji, Shubham ji, and Santoshi ji for joining us from different parts of the country, being here, talking to the students of Delhi Metropolitan Education, Noida. And with this, let me sign off today's event.
Thank you.
We
Thank you
will
so
meet
much.
again in the coming days. So thanks.
Thank you.